Yo, what's going on, everyone? It is me, NGC, and in today's video we're going to be reacting to SML Talks. For those who don't know, SML Talks is a SML reviewer who reviews certain SML videos and talks about them and his opinions and theories about it. So I'm going to react to some of his videos about his reviews of the most recent SML videos, and I'm going to give you my personal ranking because I tried doing SML reactions to the recent videos and all that, but they just keep getting copyright claimed, and I really don't know if I just want to do any more, to be honest, because like with Superbam Inc. copyrighting my videos, I do not know if like reactions will be possible. I definitely will try to do more, but it comes at a cost, guys. It just comes at a cost, and yeah, there's that. I mean, I don't even make any money on my channel, but that's not the point. Besides the point, the point is that I don't want a bunch of copyrights on my videos, but we're not doing that today. Today we are reacting to SML Talks reviews and listening to his opinions. So let's go with the most recent SML video as of this reaction coming out, Obsession. I personally liked the video. I feel like it was a really good parody. I gave it between a 7 and an 8 out of 10. It was a really good video, honestly. I really loved it. It was unique. It had like, I love the videos where the people in real life, like Pooby, Logan, and all that, just like act as real human beings instead of just like puppets. It's something different. It's something new rather than just puppets the entire time, and I love that.
Obsession. From the unique title, I thought this was gonna be an SML special, but no.
Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Click on the notifications bell so you don't miss another video. I barely say that, so yeah.
Oh, it's just a parody. In fact, it's just the name of the actual movie Logan's parodying. Like, not even his titles are original anymore. I literally have nothing.
I know as soon as the video went out more, and the more it was like parodying something, I knew it was a parody of a movie. And I don't know how this movie got so much attention. For some reason, it's getting a lot of attention. Personally, never seen it, but yeah.
To talk about with this video, I just hate SML parodies, modern day SML parodies, because especially when there's no puppets, it just does not feel like I'm watching SML at all. Yeah, it's cool to
but the thing is, it's unique to see. Like, that's what made in 2016 when they did the April Fool's Day special where Junior was a pizza. It was unique to have, other than the plushies, like the live action characters. Like, it was unique. It was something new. They do something new occasionally, and I love that, honestly. And that's really good. I personally like the SML parodies, even if some are hit or miss. Most of them, a majority of them, are good. They're really
see
good.
Elena act and actually do shit, which is the only positive I'm giving this video. But other than that, I'd rather see classic SML characters starring in the movie so we can get a break from.
I don't know if I'd prefer that. I mean, a lot of the side SML characters can be a little bit annoying, and be honest, does Logan even have them anymore? So yeah, I'm not sure if that will really work.
From seeing the same 7 characters every video, and after that, we get another plot of something happening after the Skeeter Boys have watched the movie. The Penelope thing, if lasted for a bit longer, could have been a cool idea, especially since I actually really liked it back in the day when she liked Cody. I thought it was kind of sweet. Anyways, I've said this before, and literally at the start of this video, to be honest, but SML parodies nowadays have no charm and aren't funny at all. I want to watch SML for the characters I at least used to love, not a bunch of randoms. 2.9 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and hype the video, or I'm gonna snap your dick in half. And I also have a membership page now where you—
I'm sorry, what did he just say? Okay.
Get special perks such as early access to videos, custom SML video review requests, and much more. So check it out in the description if you're interested. Peace!
Okay. That's it for this review. 2.9 is a really low for this video. I really enjoyed this. Wait, what is this? You didn't even notice that. Bingo. What is this? I never seen this kind of rating style. Bingo. Predictable moments. Unfunny. Oh, is this like a bingo card with all of SML's problems? Oh, unfunny video. Yeah, I feel like it was kind of a funny video. Predictable moments. I mean, yeah, it does have predictable moments. Because, I mean, it is a parody, so it's obviously predictable if you have seen the Obsession movie, so I guess, but 2.9 is pretty low. I'd personally give it much higher, but I guess that's his opinion. Alright, let's move on to the next video. Alright, so Broken Guy's Sick Day, the next review. I didn't really like this video if I'm being honest. Like it was cool to see like Red in this video and there were some characters like PP were good, but I personally did not like this video. I felt like it was pretty bad. So I'd give it between a 3 or a 4 out of 10 if I'm being honest. Oh yeah. I'm just realizing, I should probably, for my monthly SML rankings, I should probably do this after I do those, so you already know my opinions. Now thinking about that. Oh boy. I mean, not like anyone's even, well, people will probably watch it, but it's not like it's gonna spoil anything, so, yeah. I think for the rest of the reviews, though, just to not spoil anything for my monthly rankings, now that I've just known that, I'm just gonna keep it a surprise, but I mean, you'll still kind of get the idea why I rate it. It could change by the time I do the video. Who knows? My opinions could change, so we don't know. So yeah.
Brooklyn Guy's sick day. I thought he was Does Bad Things Guy. Now he's Brooklyn Guy again? Are we gonna get the secret door free tomorrow? Why do we keep flip-flopping over and over again? I literally just uploaded a video about how confusing this lore is, and it's gotten even worse now. It was 100% confirmed that he was Does Bad Things Guy. So why is he now living at Brooklyn Guy's house when he was obviously staying at Marvin's house since the secret door 2?
No, because here's the thing. Obviously, you can't say it the secret door like he originally did, is because, like, you know, it'll make things too suspicious. It's like Karen and Penelope. Okay, obviously, Does the Bad Things Guy knows about Karen because, you know, like, he was there around the time between 2016 and 2017. He probably doesn't know about Penelope, though, so that would take some time, but I'm sure if they do a follow-up, they'll do all the explaining and the backstory and all that. I'm sure the Secret Door tree, if Morgan does make one, or Jeffrey's 22nd birthday, whatever he does, will explain all of this. But no, they're trying to tease it, and no, they're just trying to trick it. I personally believe he's back, but it also could be a possibility that it's real Brooklyn Guy. We don't know for sure, so we need to leave it to confirm.
Was Brooklyn Guy neighbors with the Huckerdoos? That means he's lived across the street from Marvin all this time. Why did he drive to Marvin's house in the secret door too? What the fuck is this? Why is Logan messing everything up? This has got to be the biggest mindfuck of an SML video. But hey, at least we finally found out how to spell Boydie, and I guess Marvin's injured eye was a little cool to look at. I don't know. Rose also had some kind of funny lines.
I'm kind of sick of the Marvin and his like eye. Like when the Marvin like abused puppet, like when Marvin has like marks on him, I'm personally sick of that puppet because it's just Mario torture, and I'm not a fan of it.
Brooklyn Guy, but this video was so shit and so I couldn't even enjoy it. I think we all know what the highlight of this video is. Red the Angry Bird returning after what feels like 20 years. Okay, even more random, but at least that's a good random thing. Big W's. Now bring back the Angry Bird series. I don't even remember if Logan even finished it or not. Anyways, this video...
No. He did finish it. No, I remember. He did finish it. It was the Akiyoshi's family video, or the Black Yoshi series that he didn't do, like Black Yoshi's family, he didn't do that, but he did finish the Angry Bird series. I know that. Like, you know, where Mr. Pig died and all, and they moved out. Yeah, he did finish that.
As the worst plot of all time. Brooklyn Guy going around looking for people to take care of him? Bro, come the fuck on. Where's the excitement in that? This has got to be the most confusing and random SML video of all time, and I'm giving this a 2.1 out of 10. I keep telling you...
Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna completely ignore. Okay, it's a little bit lower than I thought, but I'm not gonna completely disagree with him because I personally also did not like the video, so I do see where he's coming from. However, the way he describes it is a little bit, too serious. Like, obviously this is just like, most people like, it's a push show, you shouldn't take it serious, just watch the video and watch it. But like, is it really enjoyable if like the videos aren't funny anymore? That's the thing. And I'm not saying that a majority of the SML videos can be really enjoyable. There's just a few that are pretty bad, but SML is not completely bad. It's still really enjoyable, and I still watch it after all these years. Okay, the Nintendo animations, does he mean? Okay, unfunny. What's a filler? I guess, yeah, okay, yeah, I guess.
Guys, stop glazing Logan for one moment. Get off your knees and think logically. Stop jumping on the bandwagon of hating on SML Talks when SML Talks is right. He's living in the real world. Nothing I say is wrong with this guy, and my predictions are coming true every single day, and Logan's just proved it again. Now Logan's hit 10 million subscribers. He's literally going insane and making...
No, okay, I'm just gonna skip the rest of this because this is just a drama that I am not gonna be a part of. Just really shit drama, so just gonna ignore this and move on to the next video, not dealing with this shit. Alright, so next video, the end of the year dance. I enjoyed most of it, but the main thing I did not like about this video was Cody going on about his freaking suit costing too much. Like, he did that on himself, and honestly, that should have been like a whole video by itself. They should have left that for a bad video and kept this video actually good. Instead of just like Cody taking up half of it with his stupid story. Like, we get it, Cody. You're wasting money on a good suit. Also, how did he even get that money, can I just ask? Isn't he like, poor? Well, let's not question it. Let's see what he thinks. I didn't really care too much for this video. Although it was a good concept. I love the concept and all, but it just some things that they definitely could have left out.
1.1 out of 10. Second worst SML of all time.
Oh wow, okay, that was very quick. I guess we'll listen to what else he has to say. But that is very low. I don't know if I'd rate it that low. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah. Let's just see what he hears.
Might actually be the worst SML of all time, because if I was to re-rate the Pink Couch, it would probably be...
Oh, hell no. No way you're gonna compare this video. The Pink Couch was really boring. Like, it wasn't necessarily in a bad way where it's like, it's frustrating. It was just really boring, in my opinion. But you cannot give this video a lower rating than the Pink Couch. No, you cannot just, like, do that. That is criminal. No.
Higher than this. This is the worst way to end the series. It was so good up until now.
The series was not good, can I just say? Like, Junior going back and forth with Annabelle, I hated this series. And I feel like the good reason why I defend this video a bit more is because the series is over. Like, Junior's girlfriend arc is over, he doesn't have anyone else. I'm just personally glad it's over, to be honest. I was so tired of this.
Instead of actually focusing on the plot, guess what we literally focused on for the whole video instead? Just like when Marvin was complaining about movie prices for a whole video. Life problems are not funny to listen to, not for that long. Back in the day, when Logan had something to complain about, it would last for 10 seconds. Cody getting angry isn't funny either, unless there's some real substance behind.
Sometimes Cody's anger can work. Like, for example, in the Grinch Happy Meal video where Cody got angry. I loved when Cody got angry. Sure, it went on a bit too long, but I still found that really enjoyable. I mean, this one was completely shit. Like, his arguments, too predictable, it was pretty much shit. So, yeah.
Minded, not a pair of pants that nobody cares about. Lil T returned again, which was okay, but the song was mid. And I know she rejected Junior at the end of the video, but why did Penelope suddenly start to take an interest into Junior? Now, even though she hated him once they broke up, thought he was a bad kisser once they broke up, and said she never even liked him in the first place. Give her a reason to like Junior back. Give him a redeemable quality. Do you know how writing a story works?
Oh, I'm gonna say this at the end.
You did back in the day. The end of the year dance. Fuck this video. Logan can only get away with this because of his disgusting fan base.
Yeah, no, okay, that's enough for this shit. I'll just leave it here. Okay, Penelope Bacon Jr., it just goes back and forth and it's very confusing, I will admit, but I do think Penelope does have some sort of care in Junior. She just does not want to really show. Like, Junior, he still has his bad qualities, which makes Penelope still kind of like, despise Junior. But secretly down, Penelope does care about Junior. Not in like a loving way, but definitely in like a friend way or something like that. Because there's videos where they do get along and stuff. And yeah, even though they could do a lot more with Penelope, and they could definitely make this relationship better because this was a shit relationship altogether. Like how Rose and Marvin's relationship gone down, it was actually pretty sweet at the start, but then it became absolute shit. Although this could be a sign of couples relationships like going forward, so that could be seen. But I'm just saying. But yeah, that's for that review, I guess. Alright, now, Jeffy Scam. I'm skipping the Jeffy Swallows a Fry video review just because I haven't seen the video yet, and to be honest, so far I don't care for the video, so, yeah, but let's just react to this one. This video, it was okay, I guess. I mean, the concept was kind of okay, and it was at least enjoyable. It was kind of dumb, though, but it wasn't that bad.
Jeffy's Scam, another boring video with boring-ass characters, but it was cool that Jeffy brought back the Jeffy's a Bad Boy gag, and I also liked the first phone call when the Skeeter Boys all took turns talking to Marvin. I don't know. There was a couple things I found 0.5% funny, but they're not even worth mentioning. The visual joke of does bad
I
things.
thought for a second he was going to give this a 0.5 out of 10. I would have lost my crap.
Guy getting ink on his face was alright for a comedic variety, I guess. Yeah, I'm just really sick of the lack of adventure these characters go on now, and honestly, I actually preferred it when it was a tiny bit of a mystery, whether Marvin shot the right one or not, whether he shot Brooklyn Guy or Does Bad Things Guy. It was obvious that he shot the wrong one, but just having a tiny bit of a mystery behind it made the videos a bit more interesting, rather than just making it blatantly obvious. Why didn't the kids get addicted to scamming once they did the first one and start doing bigger and bigger scams and steal a business at one point?
Because they're going to obviously get caught because they're little dumbasses, and that's why. So, you really think they're gonna get away with this kind of shit? Especially Jeffy. He is like the dumbest.
So we can see what craziness they can get up to with all that power. No one cares about Jeffy pretending to be kidnapped and Marvin Rose and Brooklyn Guy, Does Bad Things Guy, yapping about it. 3.3 out of 10. This video honestly had my...
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I probably would agree, I guess. Very well, but okay. I see where he's coming from, so yeah. Yep, sponsorship. Oh boy, the sponsorship. Okay, well, the sponsorships aren't really something I'd be frustrated about. They definitely can be handled way better.
Eyes shutting at one point, and people thought Logan would try harder once he hit 10 million. I told you guys, like I always do. Anyways, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and hype the video, or Logan's gonna keep on making slop, no matter what you do.
I disagree with that, but whatever. Alright, I'm very curious to see what he has to do with Chef Pee Pee Quits Part 7, so let's do that.
Chef
Alright. This video, I personally enjoyed most of it. Okay, I'm gonna forgive the video a bit more now. I was a little harsh when it first came out, but I was just then, after realizing that I found out that the original SML house was sold and all, and they're living in a new one, I didn't know that. I thought Logan's mom was still living in the original house, so that's why I feel like, oh, Logan could have came there and they're doing something there, so I'm gonna forgive this video a bit more because of that, so I'm gonna give it, like, it's pretty good. Honestly, mostly has to do with the series finally concluding, although it definitely doesn't beat some of the original parts and all that, so that's why, but it was still pretty good, honestly.
Pee Pee Quits Part 7. Disappointing to say the very least. Him being a boxer would have been so much cooler. And why did Logan act like he was putting so much effort into this video when the only thing he did differently was go to the beach? Once again, you...
Okay, but like... I mean, okay. It's not easy to, like, bring puppets and go to the beach and all that. And also, you could damage the puppets. Like, remember the Chef Pee Pee puppet, the Braxton Jr., all that. Like, you know, like, all that and the Rage and all that. It's, like, it's not easy, so that's something to acknowledge. But I do agree with him with the whole boxing team. I kind of wish they went with the whole boxing. Or they keep the lifeguard. They could have kept the lifeguard part, but like they could have done that after the boxing segment. That would have made for pretty good, like D-Money returning and all that. Like that would have made for a very good part. They could have made this a lot longer, and honestly, I wouldn't even that would have been very good. They should have definitely kept some things like Brooklyn Guy Motorboat and all that. That was way too long. It was an overused joke that I did not like. So.
Cannot do the same joke over and over again with the motorboat in the titties.
Exactly. I just mentioned that. He's right about that, yeah.
The funniest thing in the world. You have to keep the humor fresh. The only thing that was 1% funny was when Junior said, "We don't want Chef Pee Pee to get arrested." And Brooklyn Guy said, "Who the fuck are you?" Anyways,
yeah. That was funny, and people thought those bad teens guy, but they don't realize that this series is continuing from 2015. And then yeah, it is confusing though with the puppets and all. But I mean, it's really Rogan can't really do anything. Although there should have been a lot longer. 11 years for this. They definitely should have.
See Lil T back again, who we haven't seen since Jeffy the Rapper Free, and I'm glad Logan really did.
Yeah, it's nice to see Little T back.
Continue the video after episode 6, so it all made sense. They brought back my favorite SML song of all time, but insulted it and called it trash, which kind of pissed me off.
Ooh.
Honestly, seeing the candy shirt makes me sad now, because apparently Logan lost the candy toy, which just makes me so sad. Anyways,
no, that was definitely, yeah, she wasn't appearing in a lot of videos recently, yeah, that was obvious.
Biggest problem with this video is Chef Pee Pee suddenly caring about Junior and Braxton for no reason whatsoever, even though they treated him like absolute trash. Could Logan have not thought of the—
they treat him like trash, but he still deeply cared about them, because that was really the only kind of family Chef Pee Pee had, because keep in mind, his dad disliked Chef Pee Pee and all that. He didn't really have anyone in his life. That's why he cares for Braxton and Junior. So, like, yeah.
Smallest thing for Junior and Braxton to do to make Chef Pee Pee care about them. Like, it's just so forced. 3.4 out of 10. Logan's lost his spark.
No. Yeah, okay. I disagree with this. This was way too low. Way too low. Bad ending. I mean, no, it concludes the series. No, like, no. That's way too low. That's half of what my rating is, so, yeah, no, I do not really agree with this. Like some of his ratings in this reaction, I could see coming from, but this one, no, I definitely disagree with this one. Was no.
This is proof of it. But to be fair, episode 5 and 6 of Chef Pee Pee Quits weren't much better, in all honesty. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and hype the video, or I don't
No, don't disrespect the Chef Pee Pee Quit series. Nah, that was probably the best SML series ever. Alright, this reaction's getting a bit long, so we're gonna end things off with the SML movie, The Secret Door 2, and then I could do more in the future, who knows. I'll just see how this reaction does, and depending on how it does and all that, we'll see what happens, but The Secret Door 2, I'm curious to see what he says. This was, like, one of the best videos of the year, can I just say. Yeah, it was a very good sequel, so, honestly, one of the best of the year. Honestly.
The Secret Door 2, again. I'll admit this was better than I thought it was gonna be, but it still felt a bit flat in my opinion. I mean, how am I meant to feel scared for the characters' arms and legs being ripped off when I know they're just gonna get them back in the next video? I know you could kind of say the same with the first one, but the reason that was so different compared to this is because we didn't know why quote-unquote Brooklyn guy was doing any of this, and there was some mystery behind it. The first Secret Door was simple, but it did its job. But this one, it just felt like it didn't have its own identity, and it was just trying to copy the first one. Replace that mystery feeling we don't have.
It's a sequel. I mean, what do you expect? Obviously, it would not beat the original in its whole mystery and identity thing, but the thing about the part 2 is, like, it's supposed to be a follow-up. It's good. It's unique.
Have anymore with more lore on Does Bad Things guy. I might have even accepted him telling a Nikocado avocado animation, because that would have been kind of ironic and maybe funny, right? Every time
I guess, but didn't want to ruin the pace of the video, so maybe not.
In the Secret Door, the scene would just change, right? Instead of letting him be scary for a moment. Anyways, let's start talking about the video. The hell background was cool, and it was nice to see Nancy again. I also found it weirdly charming that Marvin was so impressed with the piano coffee table. Hearing Jeffy's scared voice again reminded me of Jeffy's parents, and may have been my personal highlight of the video. Back when Lance used to try. Anyways, the window shot of the secret room was nicely done, and yeah, I thought there'd be a couple easy plot devices in this video, or whatever you call them, with Simmons magically having Brooklyn guy's car keys, because that's the only way. Plot armor like that is the only way you're gonna be Does Bad Things guy, let's be honest. It wasn't even that funny, but Simmons pulling out his literal handgun caught me by surprise and made me smile. When Simmons died to the booby trap and him and Marvin had the smallest emotional moment together, yes, now that is what I wanted. That is how I
should have brought back the ketchup packet joke. That would have been so funny.
Logan to treat the deaths in the the Squid Game series, right? Where a character would die and there'd be some sort of, like, emotion there, rather than Junior just not giving a shit instantly and just completely forgetting about them. Not that that series will ever return anyways. And yeah, it was cool that there was no SML question, not that I ever read them anyways. And we don't know if Marvin shot the right one or not. Finally, Logan's given us something to think about. The tiniest bit of depth, because why would those bad things guy fix their arms and legs and, you know, bring Simmons back to life, right? If he wasn't Brooklyn guy, I just don't understand it, right? But at least Logan's given us something to think about and be like, okay, why this, why that, right? So, yeah, I feel like this is something that Logan cannot go back on now. Like, he can't just escape this, like, all of his series that he never ends up finishing, so... yeah, this has to continue. There's no way it doesn't. 4.8 out of 10. I wanted them to focus on does bad.
Okay, well, at least it's better than most of his other ratings in this video, but, like, that's still really low. I really enjoyed this video, so I'm not gonna agree with that, but it's still his opinion, so respect it, but, like, I think the main issue with his reviews, no offense, but I think the main issue with his reviews is the expectations. I feel like the expectations he has on this video are way too high, and it mostly has to do with, it kind of seems like he compares it to most SML videos rather than just, like, having it as its own video, so that's really something to know about. And also, a lot of the videos that he rates, okay, half of them I agree with, half of them disagree with, so it's kind of an even split, to be honest. It's like, you either agree with him or disagree with him, so that's what I have to acknowledge in this reviews or when you watch his videos, so keep that in mind. But I mean, he is spot on with a few things in this video though, so I will admit that, but it feels like a bit too low. 4.8 out of 10. That's like just about okay in his books, so I don't know.
Things guy more, and they didn't. Some sort of speech in front of Jeffy Rose and Chef Pee Pee to make him seem more scary, more cool. Find ways to make him seem even worse than the first episode. Okay, yeah, he actually managed to hurt Jeffy Rose and Chef Pee Pee this time, but like I said,
Simmons.
actually no, not what I said, because I thought
and by the SML mystery, Brooklyn Guy's dead, so that's something to note.
Get their limbs back in the next video, not the same one. I actually gave Logan too much credit. They suffer no consequences from getting their arms and legs chopped off, so like I said, that's ineffective. That doesn't really do anything. Those bad things guy needed more about his character. We needed to hear some sort of backstory.
They definitely should have done something like similar to what they did with Jeffy's 21st birthday, where like in the next video or the few videos following up, where like we still see Brooklyn Guy bald or like Marvin with his face tattoo. They should do something like that after the videos like The Secret Door Part 2 or Jeffy's 18th birthday. They should have done that. Honestly, that would be interesting. That would be really cool to see. But it would be pretty bad for those who haven't seen the video, but that would have been nice.
Or give some cool speech or something like that. Anyways, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe and hype the video, or I'm secretly those bad things guy. You should have shot me. Oh, shucks. Okay, peace, whatever, fuck you.
Okay, that's gonna be the last one for this reaction. Okay, so overall, pretty decent, I guess. Not much to say other than like, okay, let's just talk. This one felt a bit too harsh, especially Chef Pee Pee Quit Spot 7. That and this felt a bit too harsh. Although videos like Jeffrey Scam and what you call it? Oh, I'm forgetting. The end of the school year dance. Yeah, I could see where he comes from with those. I definitely can see where he comes from those ratings. So, yeah, but I don't know. It feels a bit over the top, but at the end of the day, it is his opinion. So we all need to respect each other's boundaries and opinions. So let's just keep it a buck. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this reaction. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and I'll see you all in the next reaction.